Hello, this video is for my applied calculus students. We're going to go over a couple of related rates problems from 3.9 homework. They're very similar. You start with differentiating the equation they give us. And we're going to use implicit differentiation from section 3.8. We're going to learn about that this week. So this lesson comes after that. Once you differentiate the equation, you just have to plug in all the numbers they give you and then find the answer. So here's the first one. They said, assume that x is equal to x of t. So x is a function in terms of t, okay? Instead of y equals blah blah x. X is a function in terms of t. And y is another function, y of t, okay? And let's say that y is equal to x squared plus 4. And dx dt is 3. And they're going to give us all these pieces. Look, dx dt is 3 when x is 2. They want us to find dy dt when x is 2. So they gave us an equation, these orange and green highlighted piece of information. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start with that equation and differentiate this equation with respect to t. So let's find d dt of both sides. What's wrong? Here you go. So if you take a look at the left-hand side, derivative of y with respect to t, that is just nothing more than dy dt. So write down dy dt. And look, that's what we are trying to find, right? So let's go to the right side. I'm taking the derivative of x squared plus 4. So I'll separate this. Yes, I'm going to find the derivative of x squared first. And then I'm going to find the derivative of 4. And I'll add them together. Okay? You want this one? So dy dt is, now for this piece, we have to use implicit differentiation. Okay? So I hope you're watching this after our lesson on 3. Here you go. After our lesson on 3.8. Because what I'm about to do with this derivative of x squared is 2x, right? But don't forget to multiply this by dx dt. Derivative of the inside part, which is x with respect to t. Okay? Alright, now what's next? Plus, well, this part right there is just going to get us 0, right? That's just going to be 0. So I'm not going to write that. So all you now have to do is just plug in everything that's given. I think I'm going to write down 0 in case someone is just reading the notes. Hold on. Let me say this gives you 0. Okay, let's plug in everything that we were given. You see, they said x was 2, right? X was 2. And they said dx dt was 3. See, these are the two pieces that they gave us at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug them in. 2 times 2. And what was the orange? Orange was 3 plus 0. So the final answer is 2 times 2 times 3, 12. So that's how you do the related rates problem. You start by differentiating the equation implicitly and then plug in the pieces they gave us. And sometimes you have to find unknown pieces. I think number 3 is like that. But number 2 and I think number 2 is similar. So let me go over one more in this video, okay? So they gave us an equation. Y equals 7x squared plus 6x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking the derivative of both sides with respect to t. Okay, so if I do that, hold on, I will get dy dt on the left side. The right side will be d dt of 7x squared plus derivative of 6x with respect to t. So left side is just waiting. All right, let's look at this one first. What is derivative of 7x squared? That is 14x, right? But don't forget to multiply by dx dt. Okay? Plus, what about this? Derivative of 6x is just 6, but we need to multiply that by dx dt. because we're trying to differentiate this with respect to t. So that's why when we do this, we have to put these dx dt or sometimes dy dt. All right, let's see what they gave us. They gave us that dx dt is 3. So I'm going to replace this by 3 and this by 3. What else did they give us? They also said x is -5. So I'm going to replace that by -5. So here's what I'm going to type into the calculator. 14 times -5 times 3 plus 6 times 3. All right, let me open up a calculator. Okay, and I'll type this in. 14 times, 14 times -5 times 3 plus 6 times 3. Luna, stop. And that answer comes out to be -192. So that's how you do these two. I think they are the basic types of related rates problems. But I'll come back and show you number 3 that is slightly different, okay? I'm going to stop this video here.